Throughout my entire life, I found myself in situations where I was about to do something big, where I was about to, follow my dreams and start something. Or, for example, record my first YouTube video, which was a couple years ago. Or open my website, start my jewelry stuff, offer my tarot readings, go on a solo travel adventure, I want to let you know that I did all of these things with fear in my head. I did it with fear in my head. I had so much fear in my head so many times before I did something that completely changed my life in the best way. Sometimes we feel so blocked by our emotions. Sometimes we want to do something, and then when we're about to do it, we feel inner pain, we feel inner sadness, anger, anxiety. We feel like we need to be in the right headspace to do something, which to some extent is true. But for the most part, you will always be confronted with your emotions when you least expect it. It could be the most beautiful days. It could be literally your wedding day. You could be confronted with some inner darkness, but you decide whether you let that steal your spotlight or whether you just accept it because it is a natural part of your life, and sometimes we cannot control it and we should just let it happen. We should just let it be. I was literally this morning, I was about to record something very exciting. And as I was sitting down, I felt a lot of sadness brewing up within me and frustration because of a lot of things that are currently in my headspace. But instead of trying to push it away, I said, you know what? You are welcome. You're welcome here. And I went ahead and recorded anyway. And as I was doing it, as I was on one side accepting all of this nonsense that was going on in my head, because I have to admit some of it really was nonsense, while also doing what I said I was gonna do, I went from my head back into my heart. So I feel like I just need you to know that when you find yourself being so completely overwhelmed by your emotions, especially when you're about to do something big, this must not stop you. And it's definitely not a blockage on your path. And I would even go as far as to say that it would catapult you even further into some juicy miracles, because sometimes we need to feel those exact things. And also, feeling ready is an illusion. Feeling ready is an illusion. As I said, wedding day example. Maybe on your wedding day you will wake up, you will not feel ready emotionally to go through all of those big blessings. Or you get the job of your dreams. They accept you and you chicken the fuck out because deep down you feel like you're not deserving of it. I don't care if you feel deserving of it or not. That doesn't matter. That should not play a role. Sometimes I record something, I record my podcast, my YouTube videos, whatever. I feel like it was boring. It doesn't matter. I feel like I'm worthless sometimes. But those emotions don't matter because they don't influence me. I could be thinking anything up here, but it will not influence the way I move in life because I'm sick of doing that. I did it for the majority of my life. And I tried so hard to lead with certainty. But when I finally accepted that uncertainty is just the most grand part of life that we cannot avoid, I feel like I planted this inner seed of peace within me that was like, you know what? It's okay. You do not have to feel ready. You do not have to feel ready at all. What matters is that you show up. It doesn't matter what your headspace is. Don't push these emotions away. Just let them be separately. It's like you have a child and you're about to run errands, and those errands must be done today. But your child is on the side, very cranky, very emotional, and you have to go to get groceries, you have to get gas, you have to, I don't fucking know what you have to do. And your child is just next to you and just screaming and crying. But that doesn't really stop you from getting those groceries because you have to get them because the fridge is fucking empty. You know? So don't let your emotions become a blockage, because they will only become a blockage if you let them. That doesn't mean that you should push them away. I'm not saying that. That is insane. Don't ever do that. But it can peacefully coexist. And just because you don't feel ready doesn't mean it's not meant for you. Thank you for listening. I love you.